Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do short lunch break with Shel video tutorials Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time, and I do Facebook Lives Wednesday nights at 6:30. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to be having a play with a new bundle called the Sweet Citrus Bundle, and that's found in the mini catalog on page 49. Now, this bundle is different in that it is a hybrid bundle. Now, if you don't know what that means, I will show you this bundle. You're going to get, of course, your stamp set. This one happens to be photopolymer. And you will get your die set. Now, one cool thing about this is that this die will cut out the images. Now, actually, let's go to the sheet here. Don't mind my spelling mistake. I didn't notice it until I had it all glued down. So this die will cut out these images, okay? So you have an outside stamp and an inside stamp so that you can do them in two colors if you'd like. And then you can use just this die and cut them out. Or, now this is where it gets really cool, you can put this die into your folder. If I put it in correctly, put it into your folder on this side. There's actually little grooves. You can feel it click in. And then put your paper on top. Always put hinge side first through your embossing machine. And I used my bottom plate, as in my base, and only the gray 3D folder plate. So let me show you what I mean. I can find my different plates here. These are the two items that I use, my number 1 and number 4 plate. Just make sure that you put it through hinge first, okay? So that's really cool because you can, and if you want to stamp it first, which is what I did, is I stamped mine first. Then I put the die in here. Then I lined up my image on this side and closed the folder and ran it through. So you get the image plus the texture. Now you can use it just to run it through the folder as a straight embossing folder as well, okay? So there's just a few little ideas of what I came up with to show you what this bundle is all about. There's a million ideas, but that was just my first take when I first got it. And that's found on page 49 of the mini catalog. Oh, I forgot there we go. All right, so on to our card today. We're going to be using Magenta Black ink, Daffodil Delight, and So Saffron. So today we are making these into lemons. They can be grapefruits, they can be oranges, they can be coconuts, they can be whatever you want them to be, limes. So it's very versatile. Now, I was at a retreat on the weekend, and one of my demonstrator buddies showed us a triangle flat fold. So I thought, wow, that's pretty cool, super easy. I want to share that with my girls. So thank you, Sharon, for teaching me how to do this so that I can show my girls. All right. So I have a slightly smaller card base here. And I've just stamped "Have a Zesty Birthday" on the inside. And get some of these pieces here. I have just a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 that I am going to layer this on. Okay, but before that, I have 2 squares, and I have scored them down the center, and we're just going to burnish those scores. All right, so before we put this card on, we are going to put these triangles right here. Okay, but we're only putting adhesive on the back side, just like so. And then, actually, it's going to be easier, I think, if I lay it down. We'll just put that right in like, oops, and it moved. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. And why I'm putting this glue on here prior is I want to hide the mess in the back. Like you'll see this in the back. I'm going to hide that with that other cardstock. That's the only reason I'm doing that right now. And there we go. Give that a second. And now we can put adhesive on here. And attach it to our actual card base. And boom. There we go. So that was pretty easy, right? All right. So now I have a piece of basic black and a piece of black and white DSP. This is from Perfectly Penciled, I think it's called. It's in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to layer this up. And wiggle that into place so my borders are even. And then I'm going to do the same thing, put adhesive on the back. And this is going to become the decorative panel for the front of this inner card. Oops, too much of a wiggle. There we go. All right, so there we go. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to take this strip and we are going to make a belly band. So let's flip this around and we're going to simply fold one side. And if any of you follow me, you know the way I like to do my belly bands is I put a score and a fold in one side, then I move just slightly, a quarter, an eighth, a quarter of an inch out, and then I fold this over. And what that does is once this gets glued together, it's going to be super, super easy to take the belly band on and off. Okay? So So let's get this all squared up now. And we will open this up and put some adhesive on this side. And close it up. We'll just give that a second. And there we have our little belly band that are going to keep our little triangle gates closed. How cool is that? All right, now we're going to work on our focal image. I just have basic black and basic white. And we will pop this on our matte layer. Now, I have to make a decision if I want it to go this way or if I want it to go this way. And I mean, this can be any size you want it to be, just as long as your focal image fits on it. All right, it looks good either way. I do prefer it vertically. So let's see. I'll hold these up close to the camera. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. Hang on just a second here till this focuses. I don't know whether you can see that beautiful texture. Oh, there, yeah, you can. See that beautiful texture on there? All of these pieces are the same. You can see and feel the texture. Okay, so, oh, yes, and I have a grading that needs to go on the front here too. So, this could go down here even. What about something like that? That would be kind of cool. And, or if I did it sideways, I wonder if it would, ooh, look at this. Look at that. That's meant to be, my friends. All right. I am going to glue the greeting on right off the hop. And that way I'm committed. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on this big one. And I'm going to tuck it before my adhesive sets right under there. And I'm going to do the same with this one. And I'm going to overlap it onto just a little bit onto my last lemon. Actually, I think I'll use a dimensional on this. Let me grab a dimensional. Oops. Maybe two. And just give that a little bit of lift. All right, let's open our card. And this last lemon, I'm going to put it on the inside. Enjoy the sweeter things in life and have a zesty birthday. So now all we have left to do is to put our focal image onto our belly band. And I think that I'm going to do that with dimensionals as well. And I'm just going to lay this here. so that I have an idea where to place my dimensionals. Yes, I'm doing overload because I want it to stay in place. This is only DSP, so it's going to have to be well supported. All right. Now we'll just center that up side to side and pop that in place. What do you think? Pretty cool, eh? And very easy to make. This could be a circle. It could be whatever shape you want it to be. And then your card just opens up. All right, my friends, that is it for our video tutorial today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you back here again real soon. And of course, thanks again to Sharon Armstrong for teaching us how to make this really cool fun fold. All right, bye-bye. See you soon.